Hey guys, this is Sarah and today I'm doing my October wrap-up. So I definitely overestimated my free time for this month. When I made my TBR and when I set a specific number of books on my TBR, I forgot that I was starting work. Well, not work, I was starting volunteer work, which is mandatory to graduate in the third week of October. And it would take up all of my afternoons, 4 hours a day. So out of the 17 books that I hoped that I would read, I read 9 of them. That's it. And it's a little disappointing because I wanted to do better than I did last month, which I didn't. But now I know not to set the bar so high, especially when I'm so busy, and it's a great learning experience for me. So my November TBR is much smaller. Besides the fact that I read so little, I got really lucky with the books that I did read. I loved all of them, which is rare for me. I've never picked so many books that I liked to read, and they pretty much all are amazing, at least in my opinion. So let's get started. The first 3 books that I read are the last 3 books in the Seer series by Linda Joy Singleton. They are Fatal Charm, Swordplay, and Magician's Muse. And this is a series that I started in September that I was finishing because I own the first book. I highly recommend this series. I love it so much. The books are relatively small. Like, the first book I own is like this thick. They're really easy to get through and they're really enjoyable, so definitely check them out. The next book that I read is the book of the month for October from the Little Book Club, which is run by Little Book Owl, and that is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. If you'd like to see my thoughts on this book, I did a video book review, and I'll post a link to that video in the description box. The next book that I read, and it was my most anticipated book of all of 2014, and it was The Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan. I got to buy this day October 6th, the day right before it was coming out, and it showed up October 7th in the morning on my Kindle, and it was the most exciting thing that's ever happened to me in my life. Just kidding, but it was really exciting, and I loved it so much. If you'd like to see me fangirl all over this book, I did a book review, basically me saying how awesome it is. I'll post that link in the description box as well. Please make sure that you don't watch it unless you read the Percy Jackson, the Olympians, and the Heroes of Olympus series. I don't want to inadvertently spoil anyone because it sucks. The next book that I read that I ended up loving a lot more than I actually thought I would is Splintered by A.G. Howard. This book and series I heard from Lindsay at Lindsay Hart's Books, and I literally flew through this book. It is amazing. I am officially, totally, and completely in love with the series, and I am dying for the final book to come out. It's coming out in January of next year, and I am like having anxiety attacks already for all the wait that I'm going to have to go through. I also did a book review video of this book because I loved it so much. I didn't think I was going to do it, but I did. If you'd like to see that, it's spoiler free, so no worries there, and I'll post a link in the description box too. The next book that I read is called The Moth in the Mirror by A.G. Howard. This is a splintered ebook novella, which was good. It was not as good as the book itself, but it did give some insight into a specific character in the series that is very mysterious, so I enjoyed it. The next book that I read is Unhinged by A.G. Howard. This is the second book in the Splintered trilogy. Obviously, I love this one just as much as the first one. If you'd like to see my review, I have a review on Goodreads because I made a video for the first book. It's spoiler free, so if you'd like to see it, you are more than welcome to. My Goodreads link is on the bottom of every video, but be aware that it is the second book, so it might give some spoilers to the first book, but not the second book. The last book that I read which is the only one that pretty much made me scared out of my mind, freaked the F out, is called Welcome to the Dark House by Lori Farias Dollars. I started this book at the same time as Unhinged, but it was slowly but surely freaking me out, and I'm a huge scary cat, so I put it aside for a while, finished Unhinged first, and lo and behold, the day that I was supposed to finish this book ended up being Halloween night. Halloween was very scary. I finished the second half of this entire book during Halloween, and I'm never going to do that again. So obviously if you have a high tolerance for horror and that type of stuff, this book probably won't scare you as much as me, but because I get scared of Harry Potter movies, I really got scared. I did not like it. But even though I did not like being so scared, this is such a good book. Lori Farias Dollars is one of my favorite authors. I've talked about for her Bluest for Nightmare series a few times in my videos because I own them and I think they're amazing. I put my trust in her capable hands and I was not disappointed. The second book is coming out next year and it's going to be on my list of most anticipated books for 2015 because it was that good. I am willingly putting myself in a situation where I know I'm going to be scared out of my brains because it was that good. I have a written review up on Goodreads if you'd like to see it. I'm not sure if it's spoilerful or not. I don't really remember. I wrote it yesterday, but I kind of forgot what I put down, so beware. I think it's spoiler-free. I think so. Yeah, it's totally spoiler-free. Go read it. Go do it. Read it now. So that's it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. My November TBR is going to be up either today, following this video, or tomorrow. Follow me on social media, and I'll see you next time. Bye!